Okay, hey, I'm so excited you're here. Welcome to this brand new training series where I'm going to be teaching you the 3 mistakes that you need to avoid while searching for remote work. Okay, so I'm super excited about this series. I'm going to be introducing myself, a little bit about why remote work matters, how to make it happen for you, and then over the next week or so we'll be going over the 3 mistakes that you need to avoid while searching for remote work and the solutions that you can put into place now, today, with tons of actionable steps and items so that you're going to be able to make it happen for you. So, why is remote work so important? I want to take a moment to introduce myself. I am Sienna Brown. I'm a remote work educator and entrepreneur. I'm originally from New York City, anyone from Brooklyn, but I have been living in Spain for the past 6 years. Over that time, I've really been dedicated to helping driven women like you be able to secure remote work opportunities that will allow you to build the life that you deserve, filled with flexibility and freedom. Okay, I get it. I used to be exactly where you are. If I know anything about you, I'm sure that you're probably trying to find a remote work situation, but you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed and frustrated with how your search is currently going and you're not really sure how to actually secure different positions. Or you're probably thinking, I know that I want to be able to move abroad or travel more, but I'm a little bit confused on if I should be spending my time building my brand or focusing on getting a quick remote work opportunity. And then the last thing you're probably concerned about is your financial security, right? So with everything that's going on right now, how are you finding short-term strategies to help you work toward your long-term vision? Don't worry, we're going to cover all of that in the upcoming videos. But first, I want to share with you a little bit about my story. Okay, so I want to share a story with you today that I have never really shared in this way before. My journey and how I got to where I used to be to where I am now really happened in 3 different chapters, right? My first stage is what I like to call the bacon, egg, and cheese stage. I'll share with you why. The second one is the tapas and wine stage, and then the third one is the Michelin course stage. The Michelin star course stage. So, going back to bacon, egg, and cheese. When I lived in New York, I used to stop at this amazing bagel place to get a bacon, egg, and cheese on an everything bagel every single morning. I would take the 2 train, travel for 40 minutes to my job. I worked right by the Brooklyn Bridge, and life was great, right? I was right out of college. I had a job that I loved. There was tons of space for growth, but I felt like something was missing. Every day, I was just going through the motions, really looking forward to getting that bacon, egg, and cheese, going to work, coming home, going to the gym, and doing it all over again. But I felt like there was something missing. I was ready for a new chapter, and that was when I decided that I wanted to make the move back to Spain, where I had previously been living for a 6-month stint, but I wanted to move back long term. 6 years later, here we are. So, after I decided to make that first step, I had moved to Spain. I was kind of going through the motions, and I realized that what was missing for me was actually being able to have the freedom and flexibility that I thought that I wanted. When I first moved to Spain, my idea of freedom and flexibility was maybe doing work that I loved, having a more relaxed schedule, but what was really missing for me was being able to have income and impact knowing that I was doing something bigger. Once I was able to start putting in the time and energy to build my brand, find different remote work opportunities, and really be able to put in the work, that was when I was able to move up to the Michelin star restaurant type chapter, right? So that was when I was able to say, okay, I now have the skills, the strengths, the identity, and the impact that I need to be able to reach the next level. So over the next couple of videos, I'm going to be talking to you about how to go from your bacon, egg, and cheese to your Michelin star restaurant. And I want to let you know that there are really 4 main parts and 4 main things that you're going to have to keep into consideration. Number 1 is finding clarity. So actually having the clarity on what you want. Back when I was living my bacon, egg, and cheese life, I didn't know what my next step was. So of course the struggle was a little bit harder, but as I was going from wine and tapas to my Michelin star restaurant, then I really had clarity of being able to say, okay, this is what I want to be doing, who I want to be helping, and where I want to be going in the next chapter of my life. The second part is mindset, right? So we're going to be talking a lot about mindset, we're going to be talking a lot about limiting beliefs and things that you might think aren't possible for you, but really are. The last thing is I'm going to be sharing different strategies that you can come up with an actual foolproof plan that's going to be able to help you go from point A to point B, go from your bacon, egg, and cheese to your wine and tapas to your Michelin star restaurant. And then the last thing is like actually putting in the work. So I want you guys to take maybe a half an hour out each day to watch these videos, do the accompanying worksheet, and then be sure to contact me on social media. Be sure to tag me at Siempre Girando. Share what you're learning so that I can join in the conversation. Okay, I am super excited to get started with you. I'm so glad that you got to hear a little bit about my story, my transition, and my chapter, and I'm really excited to help you with the mindset, methodology, and motivation that you need to be able to make it happen for you. Okay, so keep an eye out in the next few days for the next video where you're going to learn the first mistake that you need to avoid while searching for remote work. Okay, I'll see you soon.